around while you are on the program.
Yeah. Okay, so gentlemen, we are back again to this program. Thank you so much for having time again to listen to me. Right White Imasi, Iyare Imasi in Germany, a lawyer in Germany. So you guys have been facing challenges since you are here, mostly the guys from Ukraine, because of the present situation in Ukraine and the kind of laws our government has here for you guys, so that you'll be able to stay here and continue to live your life. Many misunderstood the opportunity that they were given, having 2 years visa and 1 year visa based on Code 24 of our foreigners law in this country. So the best thing would have been if you have had the right information from the beginning when you came in, was to register immediately for a German course. If you had registered for a German course, by now you would have come up to B1, or if not even C1. So many of you guys that were able to do that, they have now gained admission and they're already studying in different universities in the country. And for some of you guys that wanted to do vocational studies, what we call Ausbildung, the German language was equally very important. So at least you should have a level of B1, but I had some clients that had A2, with this A2, their employers equally took them. So this vocational studies is like the technical colleges we had in Nigeria when the colonial masters were with us, or even when they left, the technical colleges were still functioning up to probably 1970. So it is the backbone of the economy here. Courses like bricklayer, carpenter, roofers, all kinds of things can be learned there, even if it's how to cut somebody's hair, what we call baba. Those things have to be learned for 2 to 3 years, or Krankenpfleger, working in old people's home. So if you are having a Duidung, some of you are giving Duidung now. Duidung means a temporary stay, and this temporary stay should help you to create a better condition for yourself so that you can switch in to the residence permit in Germany. Because the biggest thing you can achieve as a foreigner here is to have a residence permit, because with residence permit, all roads are open for you. Roads going to learn a handwork, roads going to the university if you have the qualification of going to the university, and equally roads going to look for a job. But there are everywhere jobs in this country. There are a lot of vacancies that will not have people that will occupy them. So the country is looking for people who occupy those job situations, job opportunities, so in the country. So if you have a Duidung, because there are a lot of reasons why somebody can be given a Duidung, it is always because your situation is being discussed about, is being worked on. It has not been finally concluded because they needed something from you also on. So we are waiting for some of you to come in that have questions so that you can ask your questions, and then I will then take it out from there. The moderator is equally in the program. Moderator, please.
Please, can you mute yourself?
Moderator, please. So you can ask your questions. Whoever has a question there, I'm listening. If you have your question, please ask your question.
Okay, so everyone, this is the time to ask your questions. If you have questions regarding anything, as long as it concerns you, please, we have the lawyer here. You can directly ask your questions now.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, please ask your question.
You can hear me.
So, I'll start from my question is right now. I will say it's not as if I'm having this problem or it's just like a decision. I don't know. Presently, I don't have a good one. I have a document based on BFD, and with the document, I'm trying to see if I can work as well. Maybe do some kind of work, or I'm not able to because most people they will say no.
So,
So that's
sorry, I
one.
don't hear you well.
We can't hear you well, please. And also,
Is it better?
could you tell us your name? Please, for everyone speaking henceforth, please tell us your name, your location, and your nationality, so we can know how better to help you, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your name, where you are currently staying in Germany, and your nationality.
Okay. Can
Yes.
you hear me now? Is it
Yes,
better?
yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, good. So I'm Eunice and I stay in Hamburg. So and I'm from Nigeria, precisely. Yeah. So presently I have a resident permit based on BFD. It's a 1 year resident permit. And I'm
Residence
trying to
permit based on what? I don't understand you.
BFD like FS.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, phone number is no. Much join me or phone.
So FSC or something like that, I would say.
Ah,
So,
so
but
okay,
mine is, yes,
okay.
but mine is actually BFD. Yes. So it's a 1 year document, and I'm trying to
Privilegia
see if I,
socialis, yeah. Okay.
yeah, Bundesfrei villages. That is the one I do. So I'm trying to see if I can work like extra work, but it's not. I've not been able to find a job because of the document. So I want to know if there is something I can do.
Yeah. Are you interested in working after the 1 year, or you are interested in going to school?
I'm interested in doing hospital, but during this year, I want to work like
Okay.
something
So
like traditional work.
yeah. So for I will speak here generally because I know some of you people are having the same situation. So some of you guys that are having this privilegia socialis, yeah, what we call doing a social year on free will. Most of the time you are given a 1 year visa, and this 1 year visa that you are given is made for you to prepare for a new Ausbildung, something, or going to the university. And it is for something that will keep you to prepare you and jump into something new. So if you allow the 1 year to expire in your hands, you may be asked to leave the country. Yeah. So for those of you that want to do an Ausbildung, this 1 year is what we call, German call it, an Sprungbrett. It's like, I would say practically, it's like a monkey that is on top of what they call a tree, on the high point of a tree. Is just only now going to jump. So if you jump from there, you are going to jump into an Ausbildung, or you jump into a university. But if the 1 year finishes in your hand, you cannot enter an Ausbildung immediately. You must enter somewhere immediately. If you cannot enter somewhere immediately, Ausbildung or going to study, you'll be asked to leave the country. It is not prolongable. Okay? So,
Yeah, I
but
can.
but if you decide to go and look for a work and say you are working, that is not why you are giving that one year. because you're already in this practical year doing what you are doing there. Either you're thinking of old people or that there's some other things that you are doing there within this social year. You are not allowed to go and do something else again, because there they are paying you some money. And this social year you are doing is only allowed from the age of 18 to 27. So once you crosses that age, and after doing that 1 year, you cannot do it 2 times. Yeah?
I'm actually,
So it's a
I'm
very sound
actually,
warning.
yes, sir. I'm actually doing the BFD, and I think this BFD is also a Bundesfrei Williges, and I think it can start from, it depends, even for more than 45 years, even 60 something years. One of my colleagues too is 60 something years doing this BFD or something. But one thing I still want to know is it possible to travel with this 1 year? Is a card, it's like a resident permit. Is it possible to travel with it, sir?
Yeah, this 1 year they give to you is a residence permit.
Yeah, is it possible to travel with it, maybe out of the country
Yes, of
to
course.
another
Yes, of
continent? To
course.
another continent.
Yeah, yes, of course, because the 1 year, because this 1 year social year that you are doing, there's always a holiday in between.
Yes.
You have some days free, so you can travel with it. There's no reason why you cannot travel with it. It is a card, if you are given a card.
Okay.
Yeah, there are people that have not been able to get this card because the Foreign Office is saying they are so busy in the Foreign Office, and because of that, they have some other things doing. But that notwithstanding, they know that you are doing the 1 year, and this 1 year that you are doing continues to go on. But immediately the 1 year finishes in that government office or social office or wherever you are doing it, then the contract is already stopped, because the contract is only for 1 year. So as I'm saying, of course, before you finish, you should be able to create a new situation for yourself, which means entering into an Ausbildung. If you enter into an Ausbildung, if it's a 3 years, this vocational course, if it's 3 years or 2 years, you'll be given straight away another 2 years visa based on another code in the law. Yeah, so because we have a lot of different kinds of resident permit here.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You can travel with it.
So,
You can travel with it, of course.
I'm so particular about the question because there is nothing. For example, now if you are to enter a country, you get their visa, and for example, I didn't get Germany visa on my passport. On my pass is the Ukraine visa that is on my pass. I only got the document. Like there is nothing on my pass. Doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. I just need a resident permit to go in and out of this continent.
Yeah, but you are giving this 1 year card or not? A card that looks like
Yes,
a bank card.
Yeah. I'm giving. They gave me.
Yeah, so your picture is on it, your date of birth is on it,
Yes,
and
everything.
your address is on the back, and
Yes,
the state that issued it is equally on it. So with this paper,
Yes.
this card, and your international passport, if you want to travel, you can only travel with both of them together. It must be joined together. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you travel out, you can go to Nigeria with it. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you are coming
Yes.
back to, they will ask you for the card and the passport at the airport. If you mistakenly lost the card, you will not come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the card is your visa. The card itself is your visa, it's your resident permit, it's your working permit. So it is everything in one thing, in this one card.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that is the issue.
All right. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah. Your question, please.
Yeah. So they have my passport and they gave me a deportation letter, and tomorrow is my interview and they said bring a flight ticket. So what should I do? Tomorrow I have to go there.
They gave you a flight ticket.
No.
What do you call
They said
a
bring a
deportation
flight
letter?
Yeah.
To where? To which country?
To my home country, India.
India.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they gave you what we call Grenzübertrittsbescheinigung.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
they didn't give me fiction bescheinigung. They just give me a letter. They said go back to your country, and they took my passport. And now they say, like, bring a flight ticket tomorrow.
and it is written in the letter the reasons why they are asking you to leave Germany.
It is it's just written that we can't give you this permit. You cannot do anything. Like it's just written like this. And they said, we have your passport, bring a flight ticket, and return to your country.
So let me tell you something. In this country where we are living, this country called Germany,
Yeah.
Germany is not a banana republic. Yeah. Sometimes the people working in these offices, they try to play with you guys because you guys don't know how the law functions. In the first place, before you ask
Yeah.
somebody to leave the country, before a
Yeah.
worker in the immigration office can ask you to leave the country, according to the law, he or she has to write an official letter. It can be 4, 5, 6, 7 pages, explaining why he or she wants you to leave the country. And at the end of this letter, it is written that you have the right to take an appeal within a period of 1 month.
Yeah.
So you have such a letter?
I have like this letter, and like I already appealed, but I just appeal. I didn't give them like some reason or something like that. I don't know what to do. Like I'm confused. I just have only 1 day left.
So if you don't know how to write appeal, why don't you why don't you look for people that can help you? Why don't you go to a lawyer? Why don't you go to a specialist?
No, like I went to like the Kusbu. They said they can appeal for me, and they will like hire a lawyer for me. But I have not been in contact with any such lawyer right now. Like I have appealed, but tomorrow there is another appointment. So should I go there or should I not go there? In the immigration authority.
If you have people that have taken appeal for you, why don't you go to them? Why are you saying you want to go to the foreign office? Those people are
Because
supposed to handle this problem. Once you have written an appeal, I don't know if they are lawyers. If a lawyer has written for you, everything going on will go through the lawyer. They cannot write you behind asking you to come to the foreign office. They can only write the lawyer, and the lawyer will tell them that you are not coming for one reason or the other. Because the case is
But
still going on. The case is not finalized.
but they can come to my address and like arrest me. Then what should I like? They know my
Why should
address.
they come to your address to harass you?
Like they said, if you will not come, then we will like forcefully deport you.
So then you have to give this letter to the lawyer or whoever is writing for you. Whoever is writing
Yes.
for you has to reply that letter and tell them they should stop that rubbish.
Like they have my passport. I can't even go back to Ukraine. Like I cannot leave the country. I have my residence permit of Ukraine for the 6 years. Like I was 5 years in Ukraine, and now they are doing like this.
Yeah, I don't understand you. You said you have somebody who is writing for you. So normally you should not be doing anything on your own anymore. If that person is a lawyer knows what he or she is going to do.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah. So, but that lawyer is like a
No?
free
So
lawyer,
you
but
don't
I
have to
am
go
not
there.
getting any.
If you have already taken an appeal, they have to wait till the appeal is over. And when they finally write to you because of your appeal, you then have the right
Yeah.
another 4 months again to go to court. Yeah, then you are still here. It can take up to 6
Yeah,
months, even 1 year. So if you wanted to
but
carry you home, then you can go to them tomorrow. Or when?
like tomorrow, like they gave me extension till 1st of July, which was today, and they said next working day you have to come in the Ausländer Bureau, and next working day is tomorrow.
Yeah, so that is what I'm telling you. Because if you have a lawyer, you give the letter to the lawyer will reply them. It's not you that will be talking to them or trying to solve issues with them. They will solve it themselves with the lawyer.
Okay, so I should not go there tomorrow.
No, you should not go. Go to your lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because that's the best thing to do. Because if you guys believe, you should not believe that you can handle these things yourself, because you are not an expert. You don't know how the country works. So when you start having such letters, immediately they start telling you to bring your passport. You should look for a lawyer.
Yeah, like they called me for like they said that you will get your visa, come to our Auslander bureau. Like everybody got, and when it was my turn, they just took my passport and gave me a deportation letter.
Yeah, it's because you went there without not speaking to your lawyer. Anything you have to do, you have to speak to whoever is helping you, try to organize these things for you. If he's a lawyer, he will know what to do. He will tell you not to go there. He will tell you not to go and give your passport to them.
But now they have my passport, so how can I take it back?
They will not give your passport back to you until they decide to give you a visa. So if they don't want to give you a visa, they will keep your passport because you have given it already to them.
So should I apply for a new passport, like, or not? Like, can I
Nah, it
apply
is
a
not
new
possible. You
passport?
can only apply for a new passport if the passport they are holding now has expired.
Because
so if
like
if
if
it
they
has not
will
expired,
send,
it's a crime going to apply for a new passport.
because if they will deport me back, can go back to Ukraine, but I cannot go back to India. Like I won't. If that is the case, I will go back to Ukraine.
You go back to Ukraine where the war is going on.
Like because if I go back to India, I cannot come back. It is very critical situation.
But can't you go to Ukraine without the passport?
I cannot go back to Ukraine without the passport. I need my passport. That's why I was.
Okay. Yeah, but but you should have known before you gave the passport to them.
I thought it was a normal Auslander like appointment, like for the Fiktionbescheinigung.
Okay. Yeah, you would have known before you give the passport to them. It is very dangerous when they start asking for the passport.
Like all of my people it happened in Berlin. Like all of the people who were with me, they also gave their passport. They got their fiction, but in my turn, they took my passport.
Yeah, because you met somebody who is probably wicked and don't want you to stay.
Yeah, he is the only guy who's giving problems to all of Berlin. Like other people in Berlin are giving, but the one person, he is giving trouble to everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question, please.
Yes, next, please. You can ask your questions. Remember to state your name, your location in Germany, and your nationality. So, next person, please. You are free to ask your questions.
Nobody has a question?
Just me, like I was talking to you earlier. Like how long is this process of appeal and everything?
I don't know who is talking. Who is talking?
You just spoke just now. The guy who his passport was seized from India.
Yeah, so what was your question?
How long is this process? Like I appealed 5 days ago. Now what is the process? Like how long is it?
I don't understand what you I don't understand what you're talking about. You're sitting at home and then how long is it? I don't understand your question.
Like how long is the process until they make a decision?
Yeah, I don't know I don't know the stand of your situation now. I've tried to explain things to you the way it goes. Yeah, you get a letter and you are given 4 weeks to write an appeal. If you have taken this appeal, you said yes. So then you have to wait. It can take 3 months, it can take 4 months, it can take 1 year before they will decide on your appeal. If you have taken appeal. So if you have not taken appeal, after the 4 weeks, that paper becomes unappealable, which means the paper cannot be appealed on anymore. And then definitely then you will leave the country. They will make sure they come and carry you in your house. Yeah, if you don't take appeal, then you have to leave after 1 month.
Yeah, I think he even left the meeting. But then, anyways, please, like we said earlier, please just ask your questions. If you have your questions, if you have any questions bothering you, specific to you, or you have things you need clarifications about, please, now is the time to speak, because we have a lawyer here who can give you directions and everything. So don't forget to state your name, your location in Germany, and your nationality, so we can know how to better help you. So please, you have the floor. Just open your microphone and speak. Thank you.
Hi, this is Vicky from Project Kuspu in Berlin. The client that, or the gentleman that just spoke earlier is one of our clients. Just so you have the information, because I'm not sure it's readily available at this time. In Berlin, the situation is very chaotic at the moment. The Office of Immigration has said that they are not deporting third country nationals from Ukraine. When they receive a rejection notice, they're going to receive a duldung. But that at the moment is also being discussed at the political level, because many people are unhappy with that situation. And I think you can explain it better, you know, what the problem with the duldung is. But that's the situation in Berlin. The gentleman who we don't work on the weekends, who knows that he has an appointment tomorrow and has a lawyer that's dealing with the case. If he goes to the Office of Immigration, he'll not get his passport back tomorrow, but he'll receive a duldung. So that's the type of situation that they're in, but I'll let him know that tomorrow.
Yeah, if he has an appointment tomorrow at the Foreign Office, I will advise he has to speak first of all to his lawyer before going there. The lawyer can advise him if he should go there or not. I will not advise him to go there. So that is why he's having a lawyer. The lawyer is a professional. He knows what to do. He knows how to protect his client from deportation, because anybody who is involved in a foreign affair here is a foreigner that has something to do with the Foreign Office, with the Immigration Office. You are a foreigner. You don't really know how the whole thing goes here. So that is why you need the help of a lawyer. And when you have a lawyer, don't do anything behind your lawyer. Any information, any letter you receive from the Foreign Office, take it with you, go to your lawyer's office and show him, this is what I've received. Because most of the time, they do write our clients behind us because they really have the intention to do you bad. Because if they don't have the intention to do you bad, once a foreign mark is presented to the Foreign Office, the power of attorney, once a lawyer presents a power of attorney, it is written in our law here that they only have the right to communicate with the lawyer and not communicating behind the lawyer with the client. It's against the law. So if you get a letter straight away from them and not from your lawyer, you have to take the letter, you go to your lawyer and tell your lawyer and show him what you have received, and he will be able to advise you what to do. So if you are my client, I will tell you not to go there tomorrow. Yeah. So as I have explained before, if you get an official letter from the Immigration Office, we call it Bescheid, or Ausweisungsbescheid, or the Verfügung. In this letter, it is written the reason why. First of all, it will be narrated how you came into the country. And secondly, it will be written, according to the law, the reasons why they think they want to leave the country. And at the end of that letter, it will be equally be written that you have the right within the period of 1 month to take appeal. And when you take appeal, everything will be suspended at the moment. They have to work on the appeal. Even if they write you behind you, asking you to bring your passport, you should come to us and this and that. Don't do that. Consult your lawyer. That is why you have a lawyer. If you do that, if you do it behind your lawyer, you will be punished because they will look for a way to take you out of the country. Yeah. So that is the issue because I can't talk anything more than that because that is how these are the rules and regulations laid down here in this country, and it has to be followed. Yeah? And then when they finally decide on your appeal, it will be called Widerspruchsbescheid. Or there are instances where you have to go to court immediately. The lawyer has to write to court immediately because they have threatened you in your letter to deport you. In such cases, the lawyer has to write straight away to the administrative court, wherever you are in the country. So a judge is the one that will now stop the immigration office from deporting you out of Germany. He will ask them to suspend everything going on in organizing deportation, maybe trying to buy you a ticket, asking you to come to them at social time so that they can arrange your flight and take you to the airport. Everything will be suspended. The judge will not tell them to suspend those activities until he or she finally makes a judgment from the court. So these things are laid down. So don't behave as if you are not smart. If you have somebody representing you, somebody is working for you, you go and show him any kind of letter, any goddamn letter you have from anywhere in this country, you go and present it to your lawyer, put it on his table. Even if you cannot get to him, you can go to the office, to the secretary, and drop the letter in his letterbox. He's going to read it and probably call you back on the phone. If you drop such a letter in my office, I will call you back very, very fast and tell you the next thing to do. That is why you have somebody representing you, and not you doing these things on your own, and at the end, you don't really know how it works. Okay? So that's the issue. Next question, please.
Sorry, could you maybe explain like the process, like once you send in the Klage and you know, the time that's needed for putting together the reasons and things like this, maybe just so they have an idea of what all is involved?
I don't understand you, because a Klage is a Klage, is a pursuit that one has a right to the administrative court.
Yes, but I mean specifically the process in Germany, like once you send everything in, like putting together the reasons, just so that they know it also takes time for the lawyers to read into the case, to understand it, to respond and things like this. I think maybe that was the question that Prashant was asking before when he said, you know, how long does it take? I think it's that the steps are not transparent. So like if you're coming in from a different country and you've never been through this legal system, you don't know what steps are involved in, you know, challenging a decision like that.
Yeah, that is true, because if you're a foreigner, you come into the country, you don't really know how it goes. That is why you need the services of people that are specialists in those fields. So if you are writing a letter, most of the time it is written in German, or sometimes too, it is, of course, it can be translated into English language. Many of these guys from Ukraine, they receive double letters in English and as well in German. So they should be able to read the English language, even if they read English language probably, because there are a lot of law terminologies inside, they don't understand. And it has to do with their country of origin, where you guys are coming from. If you are coming from a country where you have not been to court before, you have never been to a lawyer before, it may be difficult for you now to take decisions, but there are a lot of people around that will really tell you this is how these things goes. So if you decide to go to court, it is very important, if it's written in the letter that you must go to court, it's better to go to court. So even if you write our court in English language, a judge will get in contact with you and listen to you. So it does not really matter how you write it. You can go to the court yourself if you feel you are capable of doing those things. So the best thing is always really to look for a lawyer and ask a lawyer to do it for you. So these things cannot be properly explained in a way, because the law is very complicated. These our law issues are very complicated. When you come into the country, where you go to, where you now apply, in which house you are being put in, and that you are asked to look for another house, and what kind of interview you now do at the Foreign Office, who you speak to, and who listens to you, who understands your language, and sometimes you'll be asked to bring a translator. So it is all complicated. Yeah, it is all complicated. So I'm sorry, this guy, so it's gone. So it's no longer there. Vicky, what's it called? So next question, please.
Next question, please. If you have a
I am here,
question,
sir.
please speak up.
Good. My name is Gabriel Ejenobo. I stay in Hamburg, Germany, and I'm from Nigeria. Pertaining to this, I'm also a student from Ukraine, and pertaining to this situation of deportation, the last time I spoke with my lawyer, he told me I should when I'm being requested for my passport from the Ausländer Behörde, I should not offer them my passport. So the last time I went to the Ausländer Behörde's office for extension of my Dudung, they requested for my passport, of which I did not offer them. I didn't give it to them. And they also told me that I am being advised to leave the country, that they've responded to my lawyer, and my lawyer has not given me any feedback. So after the meeting, they told me I have just between now and between that time, and they gave me like 2 weeks or 2 weeks plus or 3 weeks till Tuesday, which is next tomorrow, and I should leave the country. But when I went to my lawyer and I showed him the paper they gave to me, he said yes, they responded to him, but he hasn't given them any feedback yet, because I have not provided all the necessary documents of which he needs to finish the case with the course. So I have gotten admission here in Germany. I am enrolled in a university here in Germany, and I've submitted all my documents, and I'm still in the process of getting a sponsor. But the challenge I'm having with them, the Ausländer Behörde, is that they are refusing to give me more time. And because for my sponsor needs time to be able to book appointments and finish the process of securing the Verpflichtungserklärung.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So they are still insisting that I give them my passport and I leave the country. So I don't know what to do, sir. My next appointment is on Tuesday.
That doesn't work. And you're already in the process of getting a Verpflichtungserklärung, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's the same Hamburg there, and the guy or the woman that wants to do it for you is equally in Hamburg as well.
Yes, sir.
And he has already sought for an appointment.
Yeah, he has not been able to secure appointments because of he has been very busy. But he said this week he would be able to secure one. So I'm waiting for his feedback.
Oga, come on. Anybody who wants to help you, and the guy is here and staying here, you should know the hurriness that is involved in a foreigner situation. Now, the situation here is always in a hurry. So, and you have a better chance if he has been able to secure an appointment, and not securing only an appointment, he's equally buoyant enough, that which means he earns a good salary. Yeah, and he should be able to, when he goes there, it is definitely sure, what we say, sure banker, he's definitely sure that they will allow him to sign this Verpflichtungserklärung. So if that is the case, the Foreign Office is definitely going to relax. They will not worry you anymore if they get that information, that an appointment is fixed and you are able to show them his salary, how much he earns, and they know he will be able to sign this Verpflichtungserklärung, and your admission letter is already out, because the universities, they start here, depending on the course that you want to study, either September or October, latest October, they will start the winter semester. Yeah. So if you have all this information, the Foreign Office will not do anything again. So if you are still if they're still asking you to go so that you can go to court, you ask them to give you an official letter. It is with that official letter not then you can go to court. If you don't have the official letter, you write to court, the court will dismiss your case and say they will tell you that your case is not ripe for coming to the court.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so that is the issue. No matter how they are disturbing you, keep your passport where you have it at home. Tell them the situation. Give the name of the man that want to sign you or the woman that want to sign the Verpflichtungserklärung. This is your admission letter. This is when you'll be immatriculated. And the possibility of getting this Verpflichtungserklärung is 100%. They don't have the right to ask you to leave the country. Yeah, they don't have the right to ask you to leave the country. So if they still want you to leave the country, tell them you want an official letter. They should give you an official letter that they ask you to leave the country in spite of all these things that you are having. And this is, I'm telling you now, at the moment, they should have your admission letter with them.
Yes, I have it with them, sir.
Yeah, you should have it with them, or else they will start saying you will never give them a copy. No, they should have it with them, and they too, they know when this winter semester is going to start and when the matriculation is going to take place, because your university matriculating you, they don't need a block account or a Verpflichtungserklärung. It's the foreign office that needs it so that they can give you a residence permit for you having admission and you have taken up already your studies. So if they keep disturbing, as I said, tell them that you want an official letter. Even if you discuss with your lawyer, that's what he's going to tell you as well. So if it's somebody that really knows about foreigners law, then they should give you an official letter asking you to leave the country. And then with that letter in your hand, you write to court and put down the whole explanation down for the court. And the court knows that you are starting your university course very soon, or Fachhochschule. They will write to them and warn them that they should stop that rubbish what they are doing in the office there.
Yes, sir.
So next question, please.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So next question, please. Kindly just open your mic and speak.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Gaston.
Yes, we can hear you. Good evening.
Yes, I'm one of the students from Ukraine, and I'm currently in Thuringen, East Germany. I've been here since last year. So, and I recently got an admission, and I've also enrolled in a school. The school is in the west, the Rhineland-Pfalz. It's close to Luxembourg. So, so the thing now is I've written to Auslander Builder that I want to change my status because my current vision will expire in November. I've written to them, I want to change my status, and I sent them my enrollment certificate. So, and I've not gotten a response. So I want to find out whether I can move to the other states, Auslander Builder, and register there, or is it here I'm supposed to change my residence permit before I leave? So I don't know how it is done because I have an address here and I also work here. So sometimes I make up to 900, 900 something, which I can also use as a means of sustenance, alternative to block account. So I want to know whether I'm supposed to change my status in this state, or I should move to where my school is, which is also a different state. So that's what I want to find out.
Which school are you attending, or you are about entering the university, or what do you mean?
No, I'm currently studying language in the university, but I have an admission, a bachelor degree, 7 semesters admission already, and I've enrolled in a different state. So I want to know whether I'm supposed to change my residence permit to student permit in my current state.
I don't understand you. You are doing a language course, you have admission, or which one is which one now?
I'm doing a language course already. This is my 6th year already. Language course.
Yeah,
but,
and you are now at which level?
My B1 exam is next week. My B1 exam is next week. Yes, my exam is next 2 weeks.
So, and your admission is from which university in which state?
The new admission I got is in Rhineland Pfalz in
Rhineland
Trier.
Pfalz. So
Yes,
now you are not presently in Rhineland Pfalz.
No, I'm in Thuringia. My language school is in Thuringia.
Zolingen.
Yes. My language
Zolingen.
university.
Okay, Zolingen.
My language. Yeah.
So, and you are having now a fiction special,
Which is to expire in November this year.
and the immatriculation is in October or September?
Yes. For my bachelor's course, for the 7th semester, it is a bachelor's course, international business. So, and I'm trying to
wait, please, one after the other. So, yeah, I'm a jurist. I want to get the facts. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get the facts.
The fact is,
moment. That is why I'm asking you questions. So, the immatriculation is in September or October? You said yes. Which one is September, October?
October.
October. Okay. 2023. So, and you already have a block account or a Verpflichtungserklärung?
No, I don't have any of them, but I'm working. I have a work contract. I'm earning money already. I don't have any of the block account or sponsorship letter.
Yeah, that is going to be a problem.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to find out, because my resident permit is expiring in November. I think I'm also looking for a way to get a sponsorship letter or a block account before then. So in case my salary doesn't work.
Yeah, because if you don't have a Verpflichtungserklärung, this guarantor's paper or a block account, they will not give you a student visa in October, because you can normally apply for a student visa after the immatriculation.
Okay.
Or you apply before that time, and then when you have the matriculation certificate, you present it, you send it to them.
Okay.
And then they will demand for a guarantor's paper or a block account.
Okay.
So if you don't have it, they will not give you a student visa.
Okay, yeah. My resident permit is expiring in November, so I'm thinking starting the process now. Maybe I will try to get a guarantor's letter or block account this soon.
Yeah, the
so
earlier you start, the better it is.
Okay.
No?
Yeah.
So that is the only thing. That is the only thing that may hold you.
Okay.
And when it gets to that time, if you don't have the guarantor's letter, this is what we call Verpflichtungserklärung, or a block account. The money in the block account now is very high. Now I think it's about 11 to 12,000 euros now. Yeah. So if you have that one, they will give you your student visa, and then you can move from your state.
Okay.
Yeah. So even in some cases, they can even allow you to go to Rhineland Pfalz and apply for the student visa there.
Okay. So, but I need the permission from them before I move.
Yeah, it's better to apply first of all in where you are now in Zolingen.
Okay.
When you have the Verpflichtungserklärung or block account, you apply for the student visa by submitting your admission letter and your matriculation letter. So, and they will now move those documents and everything for you if you finally take a dormitory in Rhineland Pfalz, because you need a place where you'll be staying as a student.
Yes. I've applied for schools already. No response.
Yes. Yeah, that will come.
Yes,
so, and then you have a dormitory there. Once you're already residing there with a new address, then Zolingen is no longer responsible. They are now obliged by the law to send your file to the immigration office in Rhineland Pfalz.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how it works. So from there, they will call you, they will get in contact with you and ask you to come and take your residence student permit.
Okay, then my last question. My fiction, it says I'm only allowed to stay in my current city. So will there be difficulty registering my new address with a restriction on my fiction that I'm only allowed to live here?
Yeah, at the moment we are not in October, and your matriculation has not come into place.
Yes.
Now, once you are immatriculated and you have a place to stay in Rhineland Files in a dormitory, you go and present it to them with your new address, and they will allow you to move.
Okay.
So your student,
No, I mean,
your
if you,
Bishanigo does not matter.
yeah.
It will be changed again where you now decide to go. And if you are in Rhineland Files in November or before November, they will change it again to Rhineland Files, Fission Bishanigo.
No, I mean the office that registers address. Would there be a problem looking at, because if I assume my facial, because before they register my address, I need to show my ID, my means of identity, which can be passport or Fission Bishanigo. And my Fission Bishanigo has a restriction that, okay, I'm only to live in this my current city. So I'm saying whether the office that registers address in Rhineland Files, we have a problem.
Yeah, it can only be changed, as I said already, if they have your admission letter and your immatriculation letter.
Okay.
If you submit those things to them, they will change it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and they will tell you latest then, and when you present equally an address that you now have a dormitory in Rhineland Files,
Yeah.
they will ask you to move to that place. They will allow you to go.
Okay. No problem. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, further questions?
Good evening, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, my name is Adwaminigbe. I'm in Berlin. I'm in Nigeria. I want to ask about the duration of the the time for challenging the decision. Is it from the time you got the letter, or is from the time that it was written?
I don't understand the last two things you said.
I
The
said
the duration of what?
challenging the decision of deportation, of the first letter that is written to a person. Is it
Which petition?
the first letter? I don't know what it's called. That the letter to leave the country.
Yeah, and you took appeal against it or what?
Yes. So the appeal is the you said we have like 1 month to appeal against the decision. I'm asking, and you said after that 1 month, the decision they have made stands. Like if you don't appeal against it. So I'm asking, that 1 month, is it from the time you got the letter or from the time the letter was written?
Ah, okay. Okay. So it depends on how you receive the letter. In the most cases, either it comes through your letterbox in a yellow, in an orange envelope, no? Or you can receive it through a normal post. If it comes in an orange envelope, there's a date that is written by the postman on that letter. He uses a hand to write with a biro, with a pen, now before he throws it into the letterbox. So if that is not the issue and it came in a normal letter, now, so you look at the date that is inside the letter itself. It's mostly on the right-hand side of the letter-headed paper. So in terms of law, we count more 3 days to that day, to that date that is inside. So it is now counted that from the day it is taken to the post office, more 3 days on top. So you start counting from that day. So then you have 1 month. So when it's completely 1 month, then it is no longer appealable. If you appeal before 1 month, then the appeal is accepted. So is that what you want to know?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, please, next question, please. If you have any questions, please just open your mic and ask.
So more questions? If you don't have questions, then we'll close the sitting. So
More
for
questions,
most
please.
of you guys that couldn't come, that couldn't appear here today or couldn't ask your questions, if you know about other colleagues that were not here today, you can inform them that this, our sitting, was recorded today, and I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. So you guys can always go there and watch and listen to what we have done here, and then get more information. So the YouTube channel, probably you guys already know it. It's called, the name of my YouTube is called English Speaking Lawyer in Germany. So in YouTube, you will find it. And at the beginning, I posted a sort of a link on this place before we started. So you can find it there. So I'm seeing that I think somebody came in again. If you have questions, you can of course ask now, or else we can close for today. And next time we are going to equally have a new sitting where you can ask most of the things that are worrying you. But I have always said you have to take note. If you get any official letter from any office in this country, don't handle it yourself. Look for help, mostly law experts that can really guide you and follow you. And if it's possible for you, somebody who speaks English language, who can really explain things to you that you understand. I know that some of my colleagues, they are trying to speak the English language, but you should understand that they are not native speakers like me, or native, or English language is not their mother tongue. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult for them, but try as much as possible to look for somebody who speaks the kind of English that you understand, that can explain things to you properly. Of course, you can always contact me if you want to contact me. You must not contact me. If you contact me, you should realize that it costs money. Lawyers cost money in this country. So, Mr. Moderator, do we close the sitting for today?
Okay, I would just like to ask finally, please, if you have a question, you have the chance to speak right now. Please ask your question. This is you we are talking about. So don't be very nice if you just came here and then you still have something bothering you. Please ask whatever it is, as long as it concerns you and it concerns your stay in Germany. Please ask now, please. Okay, so I think everyone is satisfied.
Yeah. So, okay, then I wish you guys a happy Sunday, and then a good beginning next tomorrow, or then tomorrow in the new week. And I wish you all the best. Always be alert. Open up your ears and seek the right advice so that you don't have trouble in this great country. So, bye for now.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very
then
much.
see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.